Hello, everybody. It's Philip Lee returning with another episode of Civil War Chat. Today is New Year's Day, January 1st, 2022. Click on the subscribe button here in the lower right to subscribe to future episodes of Civil War Chat, and also the notification bell in the far upper right. That's what YouTube requires for you to be notified when those future episodes are released. Today's topic is subsidies for left-wing media. One reason local newspapers and TV stations support Democrats is because Congress is bribing them. I am not joking. One provision of President Biden's so-called Build Back Better bill will provide $1.7 billion in giveaway subsidies to local newspapers and TV stations. They are reaching into your home to take $21 out of your family wallet to keep them in high clover, them being the media. The bill has already passed the House of Representatives with a 220 vote to 213 vote opposing, seven vote margin. Every Democrat save one voted for it. Any Senate vote, if it should happen, is likely to be close. Presently, only West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin prevents the House bill from becoming law. Now, of course, there are 50 Republican senators behind him that are also contributing to that, but he's so far the sole Democrat who has said he will vote against that bill. The subsidies will be in the form of payroll tax credits. Thus, when media employers have their Social Security taxes deducted, thus when media employees have their Social Security taxes deducted from their paychecks, the money will not go to the Social Security Trust Fund, but will instead go to their employer. And the employer can spend it however she wants, including bonuses for herself and perquisites for herself, such as company-owned automobiles and airplanes. There are 5 reasons that this subsidy for news organizations or local news organizations is one of the worst ideas ever. First, the bribe to media companies is a big step toward transforming them into mere propaganda machines for the Democrat Party. Although the taxpayer is forced to pay the bribe, it is almost entirely the Democrats who favor the bill. Thus, it is unlikely that the Republican-controlled federal government would promote it. Second, the federal government should not, under any circumstances, burden taxpayers to save failing businesses. If the beneficiaries cannot make their businesses self-sustaining, they should be required to go and get other jobs, just like the rest of us. If the federal government is going to subsidize newspapers who almost universally editorialize in favor of destroying Confederate statues, why should it not also subsidize websites like this one and organizations like perhaps yours that support those monuments? Why the selective subsidy for those who oppose Confederate heritage? Third, the subsidies are excessively generous. According to the Pew Research, America has about 85,000 newsroom employees for both print and electronic media. Thus, the $1.7 billion subsidy amounts to $20,000 per employee, which they get from you. Fourth, the bill is also a bailout for selective Wall Street insiders. Private equity and hedge fund investors such as Apollo Global Management, Alden Global Capital, and Chatham Asset Management are major shareholders in Gannett, Tribune Media, and McClatchy, which operates such media properties as the Chicago Tribune and USA Today. Fifth, if the House bill becomes law, it is likely to be only the first of an endless string of subsidies for these new organizations in the future. So this is one of the most outrageous bills that I think has ever been considered by Congress, and certainly passed, originated by a president. But to get the facts on how to make a case for keeping Confederate statues and opposing the continued growth of a centralized federal government, particularly one that's in the hands of the Democrats, get my book, causes of the Civil War. To make your case, you need facts. If you've got the facts, then don't buy it. But a lot of people are out there making a case without getting to the pertinent facts. Causes of the Civil War by Philip Lee will help you do that and get the right facts. I have it at Barnes & Noble and Amazon and all fine bookstores for $22. If you want a autographed copy, you can get it from me for $25. I'll cover the postage here in the United States. Now, also, if you would like to learn more about what I've written about the Civil War, I recommend The Confederacy at Flood Tide, which explains the period from June of 1862 to December of 1862, when I think the Confederacy came closest to winning its independence. Again, that's The Confederacy at Flood Tide by Philip Lee, available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and fine bookstores. Okay, that's our show for today, and thanks for watching. I hope you have a happy and prosperous new year. But first, let's take care of these people that want to provide a $1.7 billion subsidy to local news media organizations. Goodbye and Happy New Year.